The next question I wanted to ask you, in which country is Jarvi living in at the moment?
Mm, Spain.
He's living in Spain. And do you know what language they speak in Spain, Grace?
Spanish. Spanish.
Yes, that's right. But where was Jarvi born? Do you know where he was born?
He was born in Mexico.
Correct. That's a good answer. And how long has Jarvi been living in Spain for?
Mm, it's, uh, um, mm, mm, I don't know.
Okay. When did Jarvi move to Spain? How long ago did he move to Spain?
Mm, mm,
When did Jarvi start high school? How long ago did Jarvi start high school?
when he moved into Spain.
He moved there 3 years ago when he started high school. So
Yeah.
he's been living in Spain for 3 years. So what is Jarvi good at?
Mm,
What subject at school is Jarvi good at?
mm,
Do you know what subject Jarvi is good at school?
School.
Yeah.
English.
English, that's right. That's another good answer. Well done, Grace. And what subject is he not good at?
Math.
That is correct. Wonderful. Well done, Grace. And does Jarvi like American TV shows?
Yes, he loved watching American TV shows too.
Right. And what does he also use his computer for? What does he do with his computer?
He used his laptop to play video games and contact friends.
That's right. And uh, does he like music? Uh,
Yes, he
yes.
loved writing them and
Yes.
playing them on his guitar.
Right. That shows that he likes music. And what is the thing that he would like to do one day with his friends? What would he like to do with his friends one day?
Maybe he wants to play football with his friends one day.
Well, he'd like to perform. And do you know what that word means? The word to perform, Grace. Do you want me to explain to you the word perform?
Yeah.
That is the verb to perform, and the noun is a performance.
I
Okay?
know now he wants to perform on the stage one day with his friends.
That's right. And what do you think he wants to perform?
Music?
Music. That's right, with his guitar and the singing of his songs. Very good. And does he like sports?
Nope.
He doesn't. But do his friends like sport?
Yes, they did. Here they always play football.
That's right. But does he play football?
Nope.
That is correct. Now, is he a person who's very messy and he leaves things lying around all over the place? Is he very disorganized? Very
No.
messy? No. How do you know that? How do you know that he's not messy?
Because on the book, um, there's this big yellow bubble. It says, but said he is quite tidy.
That's right. And because he's tidy, what does he do with his books?
He puts his books back on the shelf after he reads them.
That's right, after he's read them. That's right. And does he have a lot of books?
Nope. He has a few books, but not so many.
And is he a friendly person?
Yeah, he always stops to chat to people while walking his dog.
Wonderful. That's excellent. Well, you've explained that ever so well. You've understood the first reading. So, now you see there is a form here. It's written reading part 2. Now, there were a few instructions here, instructions 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So, can you read for me what's written in the red squares, the numbers? So, number 1, what is written? Can you read that for me, please, Grace?
Okay, number 1. Jerry, class teacher.
Yes.
Want all her students to find e-pals on the internet.
Yes.
They can write to in schools in other countries.
Yes.
Read what JV says about himself above.
Well, you've already done that. So that's part 1 that's been done, or let's say exercise 1. Now, exercise 2 or question 2. Can you read that for me, please, Grace?
Okay. Complete the information on the right about JV.
Jarvie, right. And so they've already written his name, but they haven't written his age. So how old is he?
15.
That's right. Where is he from?
He is living in Spain by the moment, but he's really from Mexico.
Exactly. So he's from Mexico. And what type of school is he in?
He is in high school.
Right. And what is his favorite lesson?
English.
Correct. And what does he like doing in his free time?
Music.
3 things. Just 3 things you choose. You can choose 3 things that he likes to do.
He likes to play computer games.
Yes.
Or contacting friends or writing songs.
Right, that's 3 things. That's very good. Now, what sort of person is he? Once again, 3 things about him.
He's very friendly. He's also quite tidy.
Yes. And? One more thing about him. Does he like dogs?
And he also likes dogs.
Yes, that's something else about him. He likes animals, because if he chats to people when he's walking his dog, that means he has a dog. And if he has a dog, he likes dogs. He likes animals.
Yeah,
so that's...
I also love animals, but Mother wouldn't want me to have a dog. I already had $300.
Wow, that's and you'd like to have a lot of dogs, Grace?
Yeah, I wanted to have one dog.
One dog?
Yeah, I wanted him to no curly hair, no floppy, no pointed ears, and not too short.
Not too short. Okay. And what kind of dog? Do you know the name of that kind of dog, Grace? What is it called?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. And you want a big dog or a small dog?
Small dog.
A small dog.
A puppy.
A puppy, a baby dog. Yes, that would be nice.
be very friendly and small.
Oh, that's right. It's easier when he's small because then he can grow up with you and he will be familiar with you and good friends with you, and he'll be very friendly because he'll know you very well. That's good, Grace. Excellent. Now there is part three. Well, not part three, it's actually question three. And in question three, you need to look at the pictures below. So in the pictures below, which do you think is Java's room? So it's either A or B, and you also need to give reasons for your answer. So have a look at the pictures below, okay?
Okay,
And
let me study it.
yes, you study it.
I think B is the correct answer because Javi says
Yes.
he is quite tidy, so his room must be very tidy, not like A.
Right. It's because Java is a tidy person, so room B is the tidy room, so that must be Java's room. Exactly. And why do you think it's not room B? Why? Oh no, room A. Why do you think it's not room A? Java's room.
Because he doesn't. Because it's very messy. Javi says he's quite tidy. He says room must be very tidy, not like A's a messy one.
But there's something else about picture A that indicates that it's not Jarvis' room. Can you see the objects in picture A which show you that it is not Jarvis' room? What are the pictures that Jarvis would not have in his room? So what are the things in picture A which show you that it's not Jarvis' room? What objects?
Oh, I think A hasn't had a guitar.
Exactly. It doesn't have a guitar.
And it has a picture on the wall. Javi has no pictures.
But what kind of picture is it?
Footballmen's.
Exactly. It's a football team. And we know that Javi doesn't like sport. He doesn't like football. And there's also something else in room A, which indicates that the person who is in room A likes sports. Can you see the other object which indicates a sport in room A, Grace? There is another object in room A which indicates another sport, not football, but a different sport from football. Do you know what it is?
I didn't saw anything about sports, but I saw a book about math. Javi said he did.
Oh, the maths. I didn't see that. Now that I'm making the picture big, I can see the maths book. That's right. He doesn't like maths. Oh, well done. Grace, you found something that I didn't find. Oh, well done. That's really good. Oh, you're very good at this. And can you see what's on the floor beside the bed? What object is that in red and black? What is that red and black object in picture A on the floor next to the bed? What is it called?
Something to hit baseball.
Yes, it's just play tennis. It's a tennis racket.
Tennis racket?
Yes.
Javi doesn't like sports.
And of course, that is a sport, so that indicates once again that room A is not Jarvis' room. Well, that's very good. And now we can go on to exercise 4. Now, can you read for me what it says in exercise 4, please, Grace?
Okay. Let me see. Read this information about 3 possible e-paths for Javi. Underline details which match Javi's description in exercise 1.
Yes, that would be good. Now let's read the first piece of information, the first text.
Okay, I think I've got a pen. I'll underline.
Yes. Oh, you have to underline the details. Yes, you can underline them if you have the book in front of you. Do you have the same book in front of you?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Oh, excellent. That's wonderful.
Okay, let me see.
So you underline them. Just what is written in text 1, in the first text.
Okay.
There's 3 of them altogether, so we're looking at the first out of the 3 texts now.
Sophia likes sending emails and playing guitar, playing computer games, and wants to talk about sport with the e-pal. She also likes to find someone who has reading loads of different books.
Right. So what are the details that you're going to underline in
playing computer games, but
correct.
Not his like e-pal, because she said something about sports.
Right. So computer games you can underline, but sport you cannot underline. Is there anything else that you can underline there?
He can read all the different books. That one?
Well, but he doesn't read a lot of books because he says he doesn't have many books.
Yeah, let me see.
So if he doesn't have many books, that means he doesn't love reading a lot of books.
Emails?
So you cannot underline that. So the only thing you can underline really is playing computer games.
Yeah, but he needs to find someone who doesn't talk about sports. No, like sports.
Yes, that's right. So now we can go on to the second text, number 2 text. Can you read that for me, please, Grace?
Okay. Connor is looking for someone who lives in more than one country.
Yes.
And he's interested in a band.
Yes.
He'd like his e-pal to have similar interests to him.
Right.
I think this e-pal is a great one. He's looking for someone who lives in more than one country. He's from Javi is from Mexico, and he also.
Yes, that's correct. So that would be something which would match Java's description, the fact that he's looking for someone who's lived in more than one country. And what else?
He also loves music.
Yes.
Javi loves music also.
Yes. And what else is there?
And he's interested in being a band.
Correct. That's sweet
to be a band with his friends.
Yes. And what is the last sentence? What does the last sentence say?
He likes his e-pal to have the same interest with him. So Javi is the one.
Yes, exactly. He has exactly the same interest. So number 2 seems to be the best e-pal because everything is right. Everything is the same with Javi. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that good, Grace?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. That's excellent. Well, because we also have number 3, we still have to read number 3. So let's just see if there's anything interesting in number 3. Then, if you could read that for me, please, Grace.
Okay. Essen wants to write to someone who's just changed schools.
Yes.
He has.
Yes.
He also wants to
Mm-hmm.
find someone who is friendly and likes animals.
Yes.
There's one thing we could underline.
Yes.
Who's, he also wants to find someone who's friendly and likes animals.
Yes. So how many things are there in number 3 which are in common with Jarvi?
2 things.
How many things?
I think in number 3 there are 2 things.
2 things. And in number 2, how many things?
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 things.
Yes. And in number 1, how many things in common?
1 thing.
So which of those 3 do you think would be the best e-pal for Jarvi, Grace?
Number 2 is the number 2.
Correct. Very good, Grace. That is the right answer. Well done. Well, you've done that ever so well. Did you enjoy that exercise?
Yeah? Want to talk about the book now?
Yes, of course. You tell me about the book now, please, Grace. I'm listening to you.
Let me see. Did you hear the first book or Attack of the Bandit Cats?
Your favorite is the Cat Bandits, isn't it? The
Yeah.
Attack of the Cat Bandits. I think that's your favorite. So let's read your favorite one. So you can start reading for me your favorite part of your favorite book, Grace.
Okay.
Okay. I'm listening to you.
Okay. We want Stilton. What a rat's nest this morning in front of my office. When I came up from the subway, I saw mice of all shapes and sizes packing the street. All their snouts were in the air. They were staring at the window of my office. The crowd began to chant, Stilton, Stilton, we want Stilton, Geronimo Stilton. Uh-oh, I had a feeling these mice were looking for my autograph. Luckily, no one recognized me. Because you see, I am Geronimo Stilton. Quiet as a mouse, I wriggled through the crowd and sneaked up the back stairs. I dashed in my office, huffing and puffing for air. I really needed to get back to my gym, Rat Lane. My secretary mouse singer ran to meet me. Mr. Stilton, horrible news! She said, waving the phone book we had just printed. New Mouse City's yellow pages are in disaster. There isn't one correct phone number. Not one. Pale as a slice of mozzarella.
Do you know what mozzarella is, Grace? What is mozzarella?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you like cheese, Grace?
I don't know, but mice love cheese.
Oh, yes, that's true. Mice love cheese. Well, mozzarella is very strong cheese. It has a very strong flavor, a strong taste. And it comes from, do you know which country mozzarella comes from?
England?
It comes from Italy. It's Italian cheese, mozzarella. And actually, no, I was confusing it with gorgonzola because gorgonzola is the one that's very strong. Mozzarella doesn't have a strong taste, but it's used for pizzas. Do you like pizzas?
Yeah, but I didn't eat them very often.
Ah, but they use mozzarella cheese on the pizzas, you see, and it's a very white cheese. So if the person is as white as mozzarella cheese, they are completely white, like a sheet of white paper, you see? White, white, white. Okay, that's good. I'll let you continue the reading then, Grace.
Okay, please. I leafed through the book. Addresses, telephone numbers, they're all wrong. I am ruined! I shrieked at my whiskers. I heard the crowd yelling and leaned out of my window. They had lit a huge bonfire right in the middle of the street. They were burning my directories. A fierce-looking mouth pointed at me with his paw. That's Geronimo Stilton, the one who published the Yellow Pages. He's the one who turned New Mouse City on its tail. The crowd began to chant. Again. Stilton, Stilton, we want Stilton.
But do you know what Stilton is, Grace?
I know, it's the mice's, it's the publisher's name.
Yes, but do you know what that name means? Because it represents something. Do you know what it is? No? It's the name of another cheese. But this time it's very strong cheese, not like mozzarella. That one actually is not very strong. But Stilton is actually the strongest English cheese from England. And it's a blue cheese, you know, with little bits of blue in it. And it's very strong. And it's a harder cheese than mozzarella, which is a soft cheese. And so now you know a very famous English cheese, Stilton. Yes, that's good, Grace. Wonderful. Okay, I'll let you continue the reading then, now that you know that it's the name of a cheese, English cheese.
Suddenly all the telephones in my office started ringing. I answered the phone on my desk.
Yes.
I need to speak with that cheddar-faced Geronimo, Mr. Stilton. An angry voice snarled on the other end. Mr. Stilton is here, I squeaked in a high-pitched voice. Hopefully the caller wouldn't notice it was me. I don't know where he is, I continued. He might be in the hospital with an ingrown toenail, or maybe he's helping out down at the Creaky Mouth nursing home. He does a lot of charity work, you know. I started to unplug the phone. The fax machines were all spinning out nasty letters. Threatening emails popped up on my computer screen. We know where you live. You can't hide. No hole is safe.
Wow, that's good.
Now Stella wrung her paws. Tears rolled down her snout. Mr. Stilton, this is a total disaster.
Disaster. Can you say that? Disaster. Yes.
Even our own telephone number is wrong. We are now the Furry Tales toilet paper company. Don't worry about Stella. I have everything under control. I cried, closing my eyes. Maybe I was just having a bad dream. I waited a few seconds and opened my eyes.
Do you know, just a moment, Grace, do you know what is the name for a bad dream? Because bad dream is 2 words, and what
bad dream means nightmare.
Exactly, that is another word for a bad dream. Exactly, very good.
Okay, now.
Nightmare is a bad dream. That's good that you know that. Very good, Grace.
Then opened my eyes. The rodents outside were throwing moldy cheese balls at my window. No, this wasn't a bad dream. It was a living nightmare.
Ah, they used the word nightmare. That's why you knew what it meant. You've already read it before. That's why. That's good. Excellent.
Wanted to talk about it?
Yes, tell me about it. Just explain it to me with your own words. Now that you've read it, just close the book, don't look at it, and tell me with your own words what you've just...
I'll ask you a question first.
Yes, ask me a question. Yes.
Do you know why these mice are at his office?
Why the mice are at the office? Because they want to use the computer, and the computer is in the office.
Nope.
Oh, the fax machine. Did they want to use the fax machine?
Nope.
No?
They are looking for Geronimo Stilton because
Yes.
their own telephone numbers were wrong, even their own. Mm. So they wanted to talk to Geronimo Stilton.
Mm-hmm. And why did they go to the office? Because that's where he is, or is that where they have the tools and instruments and equipment to find him?
Because he's there.
Yes, that's where they have the equipment which will enable them to find where he is. They have everything in the office to help them find him. Is that right, Grace?
Right.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's good. I was able to answer your question, Grace. So, tell me, Grace, how did you find the lesson? What did you think of it, Grace?
I think it's very fun.
Oh, you wouldn't say very fun. You would say either very funny, okay, because funny is the adjective, okay. Now, you could say it's great fun because fun is a noun, you see. We talk about the fun that we're having.
Yeah.
But funny is an adjective, like a funny person or a funny joke. Do you understand the difference, Grace?
Yeah.
Just to make sure, just before we end, if you could give me 2 sentences with your own words, one sentence using the word funny and another using the word fun, just to make sure that you know how to use these 2 words, Grace.
Okay. Mother told us a funny joke.
That's good. That is a very good example. So that's for the word funny because it's the adjective describing the noun joke. And now can you give me a second sentence, and this time using the word fun, the noun fun?
Okay.
What sentence could you create
Can
using the
you
word?
explain it to me again?
Okay, fun is a noun. It's an object. It's a thing, like a cat, a dog, a mouse. Funny is an adjective. It's describing the noun. A funny cat, a funny dog, a funny mouse. So you could talk about funny fun. Now, you had your first sentence with funny jokes, so that is correct because funny is the adjective describing the noun jokes. But now you have to talk about something which is fun. That is to say, which is a thing, you see, fun. So try and think of a sentence where there is the word fun.
Okay. If I had a dog, it would be very fun with him.
No, it would be very funny with him. Because that's an adjective, you see. It would be
Can you give me an example?
funny. I will give you an example, okay? Not it will be very fun with him, but it would be fun, okay? To be with him. Because very is in front of an adjective, okay? Like very slow, very quick, very fast, okay? Then you only have very in front of an adjective. In front of a noun, you can't have very because you can't say a very dog, a very cat, a very mouse. So you cannot have very in front of fun because fun is a noun, like a cat, a dog, or a mouse. Do you see what I mean,
Yeah.
Grace? You do. That's good. Excellent. Well, that's an important point of grammar there that you've learned today, Grace. So you've done very well indeed. Congratulations. Well done, Grace. 3 cheers. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray.
Meow, hip hip meow.
Oh, hip, hip, meow. Yes, that's even better. So thank you very much again, Grace, for the lesson. It was wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I look forward to our next lesson together next time. That'll be great, Grace. Yes. See you next time, Grace. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.